Welcome everyone. My name is Vandana Atara Ora. Thank you so much for being here today on my Leumerian light cord removal post-surgery session replay. So I said a lot of words just now, and what that truly means is that you're here to unwind, unravel, and let go of the karmic knots, the human bondage, the 3D density. It's all about just dropping the facades, the false personas, and the shadow aspects of ourselves are really ripe now to be loved, honored, and not only appreciated and acknowledged, but to merge back into light, its original true form. So thank you for joining me. I am the founder of Vandana Light Healing and Galactic Light Healing, originally called Accelerated Light Healing, which many of you know me for many, many years. For the old timers, we used to call this this accelerated light energy healing modality rich healing, and rich stands for release, integrate, clear, and harmonize. So that was one of the first Christed cosmic conscious light codes that came through back in 2012. So rich is also a code that you can use to become instantly present and to embody your 5D divinity and soul mastery. So anything that wouldn't allow you to be present right now, to receive and truly dive deep within and understand and appreciate and value all the gifts and blessings that are already here for you, we say cancel, clear that, and rich. Rich, return that back to the light that it is made of, back to 100% pure love. So let's go ahead and just stretch out a bit, and I welcome you to ask me any questions. I'd love to connect with you, heart to heart, soul to soul, and thank you so much for taking the time out of your busy day, out of your routines, out of whatever it is that's on your busy brain's to-do list, and really to just take some time in this staycation. Some of you are still quarantined and in isolation, and I just want to say that I appreciate all of you for really allowing yourselves to trust this ascension process, to trust that, you know, all of these surreal, unpredictable, unexpected changes, transformations that are happening on the planet are for a reason, are meant for our highest good and greatest growth. So I just want to say hello to everyone. There are some new people that I haven't played with before, so I just want to shout out and say thank you so much for being here. Hi, Lisa. Welcome. Let me just see. Wow, we have a lot of new people. Alda. Hi, Alda. I just want to say welcome. Thank you so much for visiting us from Brazil. Christina, welcome. Erica, welcome. Hakan Jurong, I hope I pronounced your name correctly. Thank you, Hakan. Julie, hey Julie. Karen, hey hey Karen, hey Julie. Hey Catherine. Catherine, thank you. It was actually because of you that I was divinely inspired to co-create this call with you. So thank you for being such a beautiful, shimmering, and sparkling contribution on this planet. Excuse me. Hey, Lucia. Hi, Rev. Nice to meet you. Chantal. Welcome, sister. Shelly. Welcome, friend. Trudy. Wendy. Hey, Wendy. Nice to see you here. Thank you. Oh, wow. Zoraida, thank you so much. You know, you can go ahead and chat in where you're calling from in the world. There are people that have signed up for this from all over the globe, all over the planet. So what I'd like to do is start out with a global peace meditation and ascension transmission to link our hearts with the link of with the heart of Gaia. So we're linking our hearts with the heart beat, with the womb of Pachamama, Mama Kila, Earth Mother, Mother Earth, so that she not only survives here, stays here, and we can all thrive here with her, supporting her, thanking her, appreciating her, acknowledging her as she has always done for us since the beginning of humanity. So we're gonna start out actually like that. Please chat in, yeah, where you're calling from. Amsterdam, that is so cool. We have some people from South Africa, from New York, yes. By the way, this is gonna be a fun-filled, action-packed 1 hour of just blissful, euphoric, harmonious, healing light, Leumerian light, priestess light, pure, beautiful, high frequency light. And this will help to clear out and to melt away, dissolve instantly all of the heaviness, the density, the worry, mental overwhelm energy, right? The worry, the anxiety, the PTSD, post-traumatic stress from all of the timelines when you live through a pandemic or an epidemic or a timeline of great rapid shift, you know, where a new paradigm was birthed and born as a result of it. So, hey, Suzanne. So I just want to say thank you to everyone who, because we are building this rainbow bridge together. That's why I have the rainbow rose right in back of me. Let's begin by, hey, Alani. Bright, shiny objects distracting me here. Okay, thank you, thank you, thank you. If you have any questions about what cord removal surgery is, if you missed the program, the 4-week program, that we just completed, this is sort of like a bonus for everyone who's completed that, or maybe just taken one of the Leumerian light cord removal surgery transmission sessions. Or if you feel like you have a lot of sticky cords, right, kind of stuck all around you and you can't seem to pull them off or get free of them. And this is your own inner cords that we've all created because of our shadow, our soul shadows, the perfectionist, the judge, the jury, the critic, the self-saboteur. So we have the shadows, we have the vows, we have the contracts, they all get corded to us, as well as people, places, spaces, things, situations, old ancient memories from Atlantis, from Mu, from Egypt, right? So what we want to do is become free, liberated, sovereign, God-sovereign free souls, so that we can explore brave new worlds together as the new pioneers, right? Because we are rebirthing the planet together and we need each other. And grieving alone doesn't work very well. So yes, there's been loss, but there's also been gain, you know, so we're still in building that bridge and moving between 3D and rising up and beyond 3D density to 5D clarity and resiliency. So although there's still that duality before the oneness can actually override the darkness, we're in that in-between cocoon stage of metamorphosis, of magical, multidimensional, alchemical metamorphosis. So with that being said, what I'd like to dedicate this hour to, because I want to play with you and support you so much, because when I don't feel good. I feel like there's something missing, that we're really in this thing together, and we need that support, the vibrational support. both ways. So I just wanted to say that if you attended the cord removal surgery sessions and you really felt like amazing and kind of, let's see, like you really shed your old skin and a lot of those 3D toxic relationship cords were unraveled, unwound, but also unplugged, right? Then please chat it in and share your experience on the program that we just had, which is still available in the Ascension Library. And Ronald, at the end of the call, you can just go ahead and share the link with everyone who missed it. And the beauty of the magic of Zoom technology is that whatever is recorded lives on, right? So everything is available. All the healing sessions and transmissions are always available on the replay. Everything is evergreen, organic. It never dies out, fades out, or becomes, the energies never become weakened or diluted. And every time you listen to a replay, a recording of one of the programs or classes or attunements, you're actually galactivated again. You are ignited again. You are lit up, illuminated from the inside out. So another layer just falls away. Another remnant or vibrational residue of old armor or masks or false identities that you were entrained and conditioned to wear, but actually are not serving or supporting you, but actually hiding the true, highest, greatest, most glorious, eternal you from yourself and from the world. So, yay, yeah. We are working on group chords. Yes, definitely. Thank you, Trudy. Yeah, Trudy says, I just keep feeling clearer every week. And she took the 4-week course and planned to listen to the replays as well to do more clearing. And thank you, Trudy. Trudy says she feels more and more satisfied and content just being at home in our body temple, in our body vessels. Not feeling, oh, this is great. Trudy says not feeling like she has to be somewhere, right? Like I should be out doing something or going somewhere. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you. Thank you so much. That was great. I feel like I can relate to that, and I think everyone is resonating with that old paradigm energy, thought form, of that, of separation and disconnection or disorientation, confusion. And that's still playing out with a lot of misinformation that we're actually being fed by social media and, this hysteria and all of this paranoia. So it's about finding our own truth. Whatever is true for you doesn't mean it may be true for others. And that's okay, but it's about really rediscovering and reapplying, your own divine truth, whatever that may be, and creating or co-creating your own chosen, conscious, greater reality. So let's just expand into that, and let's just be quiet for a moment and breathe into all the peace and the potency and the clarity that's around us already. And Ronald, you can just go ahead and show the images for the meditation. I'd like you to just go inside, and you can keep your eyes open and gaze softly at the screen here. We're gonna, I've prepared a visual slideshow to entertain and re-entrain your higher senses, siddhi sensibilities, to really activate and awaken, to enlighten every part of you. So go ahead and close your eyes or keep them open. Ronald, you can go to the next image. I'd like us all to kind of hold hands energetically, etherically, in a circle, in a big sacred circle of planetary light. And find a way to relax. Relaxing, knowing, and trusting that you are never alone on this planet. That whatever is playing out around you, that you don't have to attach to that energy or disharmony, that you can create your own reality always. And let's just dive into the center of you, from above and below you, breathing up that rich, deep, red, grounding Reiki energy from below you, from Agartha, from Talos, from Mount Shasta, from Shambhala, from the ancient elder immortal ones, from the inner smoky central sun. And go ahead and breathing up, inhaling and absorbing with your own healing breath, with your healing direction and intention, all of this planetary protection, the abundance, the wealth vibration, the prosperity energy, the unity and the community from all of your star tribes and soul families, reuniting with you even now, reuniting with us all, our families growing galactically, universally, and globally. And go ahead and breathe in. Open the top of your lotus, flowered, petaled, Sahasrara chakra, 1,000-petaled lotus chakra above your crown. And one by one, allow them to open, bloom, blossom, grow, expand under the great central sun's solar radiance. Breathing in the God rays, Creatrix rays, Christed, Maitreyic, Buddhic, Sophionic, Messianic rays of light, connecting with Creator, Creatrix of all that is, asking for something better, asking for the cure from your solar angels, galactic archangels, and from the nameless light, the starlight, the sunlight, the intuitive, cosmic, intelligent light, the source light of all. And to raise your vibration even higher, breathing in that platinum source light and allow it to spread you open, to soften you, to settle you down, you and your frazzled emotional nervous system. And let's bring in your inner child, your innocent infant, your pre-born Christed baby, and breathing into your original 8 cells of your own conception and creation. And allow all of that life force energy, that chi, that ki, that prana, to melt you, to penetrate and permeate, reach and refresh every single cell that you are made of. So allow that galactic central sun, the core of the sun, to radiate down through the physical and spiritual rays, the 7 and 5 rays, the 12 rays of God, Goddess, Creator, Creatrix, of a 5D reality. And breathing in all of that golden, plasmic, photonic, radiant, warm, soothing light, the solar light, and allow it to enter in through the top of you and to be poured and filled through you, to refuel you, to fulfill your every wish, dream, vision, desire, urgings, longings. Allow that all to come down, to be poured through your Christed crown, down through all of your chakras, nadis, meridians, through the front, the back of you, the left, the right of you, the female, the male of you, the front and the back of you. And inviting in the Creatrix energy, source, sweet, supreme, sacred source intelligence from all the universes, galaxies, timelines, and lifetimes that you've ever been embodied. And sending these waves of bliss from Goddess Lalita, the goddesses of bliss, Goddess Isis, Osiris, Horus, all of the ancient, nameless, mysterious ones, the Essenes, the Cathars, Sananda, Yeshua, Mary, Miriam, all of the Marys and the Ma-Ray flames and Aquarian fires. And breathe this in, all of this new earth ascension energy, and let it spin and spiral all around you, relaxing you, allowing you to rest and digest all you've been exposed to, you've been impacted by and influenced by, and everything that you've ever experienced. Allow all unrequired energies to melt, unzip, unpack, and fall away. Let all the veils of illusion, maya, confusion fall off and away from your spirit eyes. And let all of the heavy earth armor unzip, drop, melt, collapse, and crumble, falling to your feet, stepping out of those suits of invisibility, the suits of confusion and misidentities, and allow the veils, the masks, the armors, all to melt, to be recycled and repurposed in a whole new way, in a conscious, healthy, pure, divine way. Allow it all to fall into the earth, and allow sweet Gaia and Tara to take all the poisons, to repurpose it, to transmute it into energy medicine for the new earth, for the new children, for us all, for all hearts and sentient souls. And allow your soul star chakra above you to shine even brighter, to really light up like a beautiful luminescent, iridescent, opalescent light bulb. A neon blue, a white gold. Breathing into this Arcturian blue energy, torsion field, and let that move through you in drops of IV Reiki energy. Allow that to resurrect and rebirth you right now with this brilliant white light. Allow yourself to bathe in this white light now, and visualize this white light blanketing you, swaddling you in the arms of 100% maternal love, pure, holy, divine love. Allow yourself to feel that you're being backed, blessed, upheld, and caressed by all of this love. And breathing that in, drinking that elixir into and through you. And let it just spiral around you, scan you, divinely diagnose you, calling in the Leumerian light, doctors, surgeons, star shamans. Allow yourself to be fed with star medicine, to be cosmically reseated with packets of new earth information. And go ahead and state your intention. Go ahead and check that in right now if you like, if you are so called to. Allow this transmission, this activation to stabilize this transition on earth at this time. So we all may manifest the greatest outcome, the most positive ascension timeline for all living beings, for the animals, for the plants, for the crystals, for the trees, for the stones and rocks, for all the vortexes, the sacred places and spaces, for all the power spots in the world. Let us send this love, this joy, this nurturing, welcoming ascension energy to all souls, to the soul of the planet, to the soul of the earth, to the soul of this galaxy and all galaxies, to the soul of this solar system and all solar systems. Yes, drinking in that light, that clear Christed love and light, the Christus, messianic, metatronic, breathing in all the sacred geometries. Allow yourself to sink right into the center of your cube of light, your pod of light, your container of light, and visualize, Ronald, we can go to the next slide. Visualize a golden flower of life, a sphere of life, safe, egg of life, new life. Allow it to fertilize, to revitalize you, your dreams, your desires, your gifts, your highest visions. And allow these waves of quantum energy and divine activity to light up the entire planet, expanding you vaster and more infinitely than ever before. Allow yourself to connect, contact, and communicate with your inner earth, interior, subterranean earth guides, masters, temple teachers, the ascended ones from the inner sun, the crystal sun, the crystal grids below you, connecting with archangels and dolphin right below your feet. Feel that strong connection under your heels and toes. Feel those invisible rods, columns, springs, coils of light. Your invisible roots just shooting out, radiating, and deeply connecting to the fertile soil, planting new seeds, new growth, new direction, new beginnings. So stay there in your lower bodies right now and really anchor that light from above you all the way down through you and 360 degrees all around you, inviting in the horizontal earth plane angels too. Michael, Gabriel, Uriel, Raphael. Inviting Raphael into your heart, Hilarion, Mother Mary, Kuan Yin, and all of the high priests, Adama, his sister, Celestia, Anamar, Mikos, all of the high priests and priestesses from Telos, from Lemuria, Agartha, and your inner earth soul records library. Asking Mikos from Agartha to allow you to experience the underground tunnels, corridors of 5D, multidimensional, interdimensional, intergalactic light. Ask Mikos to show you how to clean up and clear out all of the ancient old earth heavy-duty trauma, the stress, the struggle, the poverty, the celibacy, all of that, plus, and really dig the soles of your feet onto a strong, solid, supportive new earth platform, a new earth crystal grid, and allow the flora and the fauna and all of your devas and fays and fairies, pixies, leprechauns to wish you well, to grant you a good long life, all the blessings, the longevity, the divine DNA, new earth immortality. Allow yourself to be encoded with all of this new earth potential. To stay here, to thrive here, to feel that you belong here. Now allow yourself to expand up and out. Bigger and bigger. Greater and greater. Vaster and vaster, breathing in God's spiritual oxygen deep into your living, luminous lungs, expanding your lungs until they take up your whole body vessel, your whole body temple, worshiping that, respecting and honoring your precious life, the blessing, the gift of this body, of this life, of your gifts, of your magical, masterful, sovereign soul. Allow yourself to move all the way up to the moon, to the stars, to the suns behind this visible sun, the invisible suns, Arcturian, Andromedan, Venusian, Arcturian, Palladian, all of the other solar systems, and the 22 multidimensional divine diamond-hearted galaxies. Allow your heart to burst open with all of this love, appreciation, and gratitude for this life, for the potential, the new potential of each and every God-given gifted moment. The miracles, the magic and the medicine that's always available. And allow yourself to go straight up to the stars, to your birth star, to your home planet, where you can now revisit, gather again with your sacred star tribes. Holy ones from the central suns, the nameless Azestu light, diamond, Azezio, supercharged, super empowered light. And allow yourself to become planetarily free, liberated, independent, and open to this flower of life. Visualizing yourself right in the center, making a wish, setting a strong, clear, sharp, focused intention, direction, attention on what it is that you are ready to experience, to embody, and to truly feel in your gut, in your heart, in your mind, in your third, fourth, and fifth eyes, opening them all, spreading your wings, open, open, wider, 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 higher, 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 smoother, 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 ata, 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 kadosh, 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 Adonai, Sabaoth, kadosh, kadosh, kadosha, Adonai, Sabaoth, kadosh, 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 Adonai, Sabaoth. Feel yourself becoming cleaner, clearer, brighter. Ta 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 ta. Allow your auric field to start shimmering and shining, and any identifiable, undeniable, hidden, unconscious, blocked cords, imprints, implants, ties, knots, bindings, swearings, attachments, tags, darts, arrows, anything, any form of AI, artificial intelligence, is now releasing, discharging, dissipating, flushing, detoxifying you divinely, gently, safely, and non-invasively. Again, divine doctors, Dr. Lorfan, Dr. Fritz, Dr. Khan, demanifesting, deactivating, dematerializing all blocks, all cords, all armor, all knots, tumors, growths, stones, any and all of that. Naturally, moving in generationally, intergenerationally, genetically, gestationally, all inherited, absorbed, empathically taken on, carried, held burdens, now lifting, releasing, falling off and away, clearing all darkness, allowing yourself to transmute, transcend the darkness, debris, density, duality into oneness, unity, authenticity, sovereignty, and potency. Breathing into your priest, priestess potency and powers, your original powers. And just visualize that flower of life, purifying the ley lines, the timelines, the vortexes, the vortices within the planetary light grid. Please now envision all beings, all sentient beings, souls, lives being liberated, blessed, all suffering souls being cured, being saved, becoming healthier than ever before. Instead of growing older, we grow younger. Instead of getting weaker, we get stronger. Everything that wouldn't allow that, we say cancel, clear, rich. And everything that would allow that, allow you to thrive, to claim your joy, to be at peace, to rest in peace in this body, in this timeline, no matter what is happening and playing out, unfolding around us. Everything that would feel like, breathe that in, take that in right now, and allow that light to purify and beautify your heart, your mind, your soul, your spirit, your physicality, neurology, biology, and 5D soul psychology. Visualize the flower of life. Ronald, you can go to the next screen. Creating harmony, protection, and peace for all of humanity, for all living beings, and for those that are beyond the veil. Please send this blessing to all disembodied souls now, the ones that you love, that you miss on the other side of the veil, knowing that they are pure consciousness and they could never leave us, that they live within, deep within our hearts, that we carry them as a blessing. See them expanding into this Buddha field of pure potential, holding the light for us as we hold the light for them, relieving them of all suffering, sending the suffering away, the unrequired, unnecessary suffering out and away, but learning from it, growing from it, appreciating it, but no longer having to carry, recreate, or duplicate those burdens. Allow your ancestors now to begin pouring, blowing blessings to you, through you, all around you, to your home, to your community, to your children, your pets, your family, your loved ones. You're healthy, healed, forgotten, ancient, courageous, resilient, resourceful ancestors. Allow them to stand behind you, to back and bless you, to fully support you, and to always be present with you. The healthy, healed, holy ancestors. And now, just breathing into this pod, this sacred Christ container, this womb of the world, creating harmony, protection, peace for all of humanity, for all beings, holding this light, holding this vision, never letting go of this vision that we are stronger than we've ever imagined or ever envisioned or were ever told or ever could ever dream of, that we were stronger than that. And allow this golden flower of light, the sacred flame, the lavender, violets, purple flame of transmutation to come in now with Kuan Yin, with Master Saint Germain, the divine magician, alchemist, Lady Portia, the ascended Lady Masters, Amethystia, all of the angels, guardians, and temple masters to train you and entrain you on how to take back your life, to take back your joy, to take back, to retrieve, to fully restore the wholeness and holiness of you, containing all of your special gifts, your super powers, abilities, and avataric capacities to not only live or survive, but to create sustainable new energy, free energy for all. And now, let's go to the next screen, Ronald. We're going to go to the chords clearing process. I'm going to, it always happens to me. I get very emotional sometimes during these transmissions. So everything comes up and out for clearing. So let's do a little check-in right now. How is everyone feeling? Lisa says pure love, pure light, peace, healing. Catherine definitely could use some help manifesting well-being. Yes, thank you, Catherine. More peace would sum it up, yes. Let's create a safety net, a platinum safety net for everyone, filled with infinite abundance, riches, gold, all forms of wealth, health, prosperity, planetary prosperity, and let's all just expand into that and call it in. All we have to do is call it in and install it in our own field. And releasing any over analytical, overthinking, overdoing, overwhelm, and really allowing our emotional nervous systems to self-regulate, self-medicate, if you will. I should say self-meditate. Allow that safety net to brighten and polish up your auric fields, your electromagnetic frequency fields around you. So imagine you're sitting inside this unbreakable, unpenetrable, nothing can break our outer shell, right? This egg of life. And this ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta energy, raising your vibration, allowing your vibration with the ata, the sound of creator, the ata, ata, ata sound. Allow that to raise your vibration. Aww. Thank you, Rochelle. Rochelle says tears. Thank you for this beautiful transmission. Arun says beautiful, was not part of the court program, but so glad I clicked the Zoom link. Yeah, me too. Thank you. Yeah. Well, let's go to the next. We have a few minutes left. I want to encourage all of you to just keep, sharing, what your experience is, what you need, and how I can be available to vibrationally guide you, support you, and mentor you to nourish and nurture your greatest growth. So, Ronald, let's just scroll down to the bottom of this, or a little bit lower, actually. So let's just notice, I'm going to call in the etheric master acupuncturists and the Leumerian cord removal technicians, diagnosticians, and specialists that carry and hold the Leumerian laser light and the infrared light therapy, color therapy. And we're just going to imagine sitting inside of this beautiful light infused red room, a radiant ruby rich red Reiki infused room, a healing chamber, a healing temple. It almost feels as good and as powerful as if you were rebirthing the second temple. So allow all of these divine doctors, surgeons, shamans, kachinas, curanderos, the multidimensional, magical, medicinal, celestial ones in your soul family. Allow them all to step forward. The most appropriate specialists only, not thousands or hundreds of doctors around you, but just one or two, your primary care physicians. And imagine that these golden hands of light are holding your own golden hands of light, wrapping their wings around your wings and just holding you tight, swaddling you in mother's love. This blanket, this cocoon of warm, nourishing, syrupy, honey, thick nectar, ambrosia, amrita. So the etheric cords are silver, floating cords, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to ask those etheric cords to start lifting, that are no longer serving or supporting you or protecting you, but actually blocking and diminishing you, congesting you, and almost suffocating you etherically. We're going to ask those cords to just start melting, demanifesting, dematerializing, shrinking, dissolving, becoming smaller and smaller and smaller. Thank you, Ellen. I'm so grateful to you too. Ronald, let's go down. Beautiful. So let's just see yourself, all the strong cords, all the weak cords, the thick cords, the thin cords, the bright cords, the sparkly, the dull, the faded, right? Any cords that are not serving or supporting you, that are negatively infused, that are toxic, poisonous, parasitic, and polluted, we ask those all to release, to discharge, to dissipate, to soften, shrink, unwind, unravel, and to release through the soles of your feet, through the back of your heart's open door, and through the top of your crown chakra, your Sahasrara, thousand-petaled lotus flower. We ask that the positive, loving, supportive cords become strengthened and fortified, energized, awakened, cleansed, cleared, and purified. And we ask for the weaker cords, the dull, gray, dirty cords, the impure cords, the polluted, parasitic, poisonous cords, to melt and to fade into thin air, into pure white light, to fade into the walls, the ceilings, the floors, above you, below you, the doors, and the door to your own soul. And Ronald, let's go to the next. You could scroll down. The beautiful sparkling cords, go ahead and breathe into that, merge into, expand into, awaken and galactivate those cords by owning them, by cherishing those loving memories and energies of the most loving, beautiful people in your life that have actually creatively, energetically, emotionally, psychologically supported you, that have believed in you, that have truly honored and appreciated you. But the dull, faded, negative cords, the distasteful cords, the disharmonious, diseased cords, let's see them all shrinking, fading, isolating them all, putting them in a big storage facility, and seeing them all floating up, up and away, sending them back to Creator, to Ata, to Spirit, to Source. And allow yourself to reach inside and pull out your own cords and show the Leumerian light surgeons, show them where it hurts, where you feel stuck and blocked, where you feel weakened, depleted, shut down, sore, stiff, and contracted. Where do you feel most congested? Show them where it hurts. Show them what you need, because they're here. They're always here, always available 24/7, even in dream time, to assist you, to guide you, to overlight you, and to see you through the eyes of pure love, loving kindness, and cosmic compassion, even when you cannot see yourself that way, or when you've lost your own way. Ronald, let's go to the next PDF, actually, because we're coming close to the hour. So go ahead and step out of your own cords. Step out of your own way. It's really easy. What you could do is you can make a motion like this. You could take a crystal. I have a crystal here. I have a crystal skull, a little mini baby crystal skull. And just go ahead and unwind in a counterclockwise rotational spin to anti-gravity 0-point spin, and just begin unwinding where the cords feel the thickest and the tightest, where it's really hard to even breathe, where it feels rubbery and tight, where you feel blocked and cut off from the rest of you. Wherever you feel disconnected and disoriented, breathe into that, loosen, unravel, and ask your nervous system, your beta brain, to slow down and to relax you into the quantum, theta, delta, gamma brain waves. Slowing down your breath, disentangling, unraveling the old false views. The cords and knots, the shields, drop them all. No need to fight, battle, or bully others or yourself. And let's just call in the Ho'oponopono, the holy Hunas and the Christed Kahunas, to come in and help you to release and to drop the false identities, the stories, the old energies that degrade you and deplete you, that exhaust you. Allow them to take them from you, to forgive yourself, to release yourself from those cords, those pulls, those ways that you force or push your energy on others just to be loved, liked, approved of, and accepted. Allow yourself to come all the way back into your own clean, refreshing, effervescent energy body, your rainbow light body. Allow all the walls around your heart to melt and fall off and away. No longer needing just a band-aid to fix something that's not broken. Allow the doctors, the surgeons, the doulas, your divine healing intervention team to relieve all forms of pain, sickness, sadness, illness, loneliness. Not cutting so the cords can grow back again, but permanently deactivating them, releasing them, unplugging them. Archangel Michael, Raziel, Zadkiel, Hanael, Chamuel, all coming in, unplugging you from the plugins, the cords, the shields, dropping them all. Releasing all forms of resistance to healing. to loving you, to healing you, to forgiving every word, thought, deed, action, or inaction in this lifetime, in this timeline, and in all galaxies and realities. Releasing all forms of resistance, fear, doubt, and debris from your ancestors, from past lives, from other realities, from other energies and entities that don't belong to you and that are not the true you. And Ronald, go to the next part of this process. And I'm reading this to you. I'm transliterating this to you so that you don't have to do all the work yourself anymore. Allow yourself to silently sit with all of this energy in this bath, this shower, this waterfall of 100% pure platinum intergalactic light, nameless, Azestu light, crystal, diamond, God light. Just sitting with this and allowing your highest self, your I am that I am presence, your galactic chakras, your halo angel chakras to light up now, to start moving, flowing, transmitting and emitting your original light energy, your natural light energy, your soul light, your soul truth, and your soul voice, the soul whispers. And allow those whispers to start blessing you. Anything that's tightly wound, breathe into that, merge into that, expand into that until it dissipates, dissolves, moves through you. Breathing into all of the space and allowing yourself to sit, to lie back, to lean into your sacred birthright, this divine state of holy grace. So I just want to say thank you for contributing your beautiful, sparkling, shimmering energy. I will take some questions if you have any questions. And Ronald, would you please share the link for the Leumerian light cord removal surgery program? You can just start with 1, 2, or you can just pick up all 4. I want to thank everyone who's been with me on the call in this program. This was one of the most supercharged, empowering, masterful, and magical programs, I think. The Leumerian light surgeons are very pleased with your progress. And, you know, really healing your Leumerian ancestry and really also honoring your Atlantean ancestry, because you guys are all working together in the inner realms. So we're expanding, we're enlarging, we're reconnecting with all of our original soul families. So Ronald, thank you so much for doing that. And also, if you would like, we have a special coupon that I'm offering now until this weekend. If you would like to go deeper and feel really heard, really honored, really appreciated, and play with me one-on-one privately in the Zoom Womb Rebirthing Room, I'm offering a 20% discount for everyone who really took the time out of your busy day to come play with us today. So let me take a quick look here, and Ronald will message that in to all of you. You'll also receive it in the replay. Yeah, and if for the ones that just signed up for one class because they weren't sure what they were getting into in this program, feel free to upgrade so you can get them all, because each class, each transmission, each teaching will actually open you, cleanse you, detoxify and purify, you know, any hidden stubborn cords, right, that are even hidden from you. And each one will address a different lifetime, a different timeline, a different relationship, a different corded contract. And it could be a contract or a cord that was formed in childhood, in the womb, past life, even in an alternate reality that's happening, that's playing out simultaneously, right? Interdimensionally. So beautiful. I feel really good about this. And let me just see if there are questions. Leumerians connected, yes, to Lake Titicaca. That's so funny that you're asking me that question, because the temple masters downloaded me with a new program. It's a temple training mastery course. And we are going to be speaking about Lake Titicaca and also about the Incas, the Mayans, the other inner earths, in addition to Talos, that came after Talos. So yes, they were originally Leumerian. And before that, Atlantean and Agarthan. And all of your ancient ancestors, the hidden ones, the immortal ones, the ascended ones, are here to help us through this ascension process. Just like the Arcturians from above always travel multidimensionally, interdimensionally. They restore our soul pieces, our soul fragments, and they give it to Mikos, the inner earth historian and librarian, so that we can heal all of the old earth trauma. So we have these intermediaries, these messengers of light that help to restore and retrieve all of our lost Leumerian light. So yes, there is a relationship, and yes, Venus is one of the portals, one of the entrance and points, the North Pole, the North and the South of Agartha, Shambhala. Actually, Ronald, can you, if you have the link for the Shambhala, the grounding calls, there were two different ones. If you could put that in for Lucia and for, for Hakan. So it was the grounding galactivation call about Shambhala and Agartha. You'll receive all of the guidance and the instruction, the attunements and the information about how to enter, how to sacredly but safely soul travel etherically there. None of us have permission to go down below ground, but we can telepathically connect with them always, eternally. As soon as we have a loving thought, a pure thought, or a pure feeling, a loving feeling, a sincere feeling, and we call in, you know, the high priest, Adama, Celestia, Mikos, all of the inner earth masters, and Dr. Lorfan, who's from Shambhala, which is also in the inner realms. As soon as we ask for that ascension assistance and guidance, I will automatically feel that, hear our soul voice, and come be with us. And this can happen in a divine nighttime, dream time transmission, a download, an upgrade, a reset while you're sleeping. It comes through divine dream catchers that you can also install in your room. All of that is in the Ascension Library. So there are platinum shields, there are divine dream catchers, there are native guides, indigenous guides, Chief Buffalo Heart, White Buffalo Woman. I mean, there are many, many First Nations guides, guardians, and original earth guides that will help us to learn how to live off the land again, how to creatively resource ourselves in times of timeline trauma and troubles, which we are actually in right now. It's not that bad yet, or I shouldn't say yet, but we don't know what's going to happen, so I'll just leave it at that. It's important to feel independent, sovereign, and to learn how to resource ourselves, to live off the land, like our ancestors did. So that's why it's important to connect with our Venusian ancestors too. And yes, I have many relations from Venus as well. Planet of love. Well, thank you so much, everyone. I really appreciate you being here with me. Please keep in touch. Alda, I'm so glad you made it to this call. Catherine, I just want to thank you. Lisa, Ozureda, Hakan, Lucia, oh my goodness, there's so many of you. Ellen, Ilani, I just want to make sure I include everyone. Rev Storm, Trudy, let me see if there's anyone else that I didn't say hello to. Rochelle, Maria, thank you, Maria, for being here. Suzanne, Wendy, again, it was so good being with you recently for that session. Definitely look me up and go ahead and book your session, because that is really where the magic takes place, you know, internally. Julie, Joseph, hey Joseph, I will see you tomorrow. Some guests that signed up from the Galaxy J4, so the other galaxies, Erica, Arun, yeah, I think I mentioned everyone that's on the call. And there are lots of you who signed up who will be listening to the replay. So I'm sending all of you love who are going to be listening to the replay later. I really love and appreciate you. I honor you. Namaste, blessings, and see you soon. I love you.